in Black America. There's life in Black America. There's life in Black America. There's life in Black America. Life in Black America. Crack dealers got big bag roll.
Like Black America to me, G, was, it didn't even really hit me until after the record was done and I sat back and I listened to it all, because the message on that record was just so raw, so real, so unedited. Like when I was sitting in the studio that night, my nigga, I'm sitting down in the studio, I'm listening to that beat. It didn't even take me but one time to listen to the whole beat through, and the beat was asking me this overwhelming question I just had to answer, or at least attempt to. And it was like, when I'm older and my son's 18 years old, he's an intelligent young man, and he comes in and asks me, let's say I'm not a big rap star, we still in the hood. So he's dealing with some real shit, and he comes to me and says, yo dad, you keep saying when I graduate, I gotta go to college. Why the fuck would I go to college? All my teachers are broke as fuck and they all got college degrees. But yeah, homeboy out here on the block, he's the one able to support his family. All his kids going to private school. And this, that, and the third. He's got the big rims, the jewelry, all that. But my teachers always, they about to get fired every week because of the cutbacks. They get no respect and they got no finances. So if you're telling me to go make the better decision for my life, what would it appear to an 18-year-old man that, what choice would he be making? Probably to hit the block, and that's the choice that most of them do make. And that's what's sad, because the only examples that they have of what a college degree can do for your life is their teachers, who we won't even make a financial commitment to make sure that their lives are better, so that they can then make the commitment to making sure that our youth lives are better. It's something you can't live without. You got to have one with the other. You can't have one without the other. So I just felt like until we make the commitment to our teachers, our educators, we give them what they need to make sure that they have what they need to enlighten these young minds. I don't feel like anything in the hood's ever going to change. Not that you can really correct all of the problems in the ghetto. I don't know. It's such an overwhelming, blown out problem. I don't know that any one thing will change it, but I felt like, what if I could change one thing that might impact the rest of these things? I felt like it all starts with a lack of education. Because typically, anywhere you go, if you see people per capita who are educated a little better, then their society tends to be a little better. Where people are going to private school or wherever schools are best in America, you see a lower crime rate. Wherever schools are horrible, you tend to see a higher crime rate. So what the fuck does that tell you? It tells me that maybe instead of building bigger jails, we might want to invest in bigger schools, give them more books, computers, everything that they have on the other side of town. Treat the teachers better. In private school, a lot of these teachers make close to 6 figures, sometimes more. In public schools in the hood, they're making like $25,000. You may as well go work at 7-Eleven. Work part-time, you ain't got all the stress, you ain't got to grade papers, you ain't got to do none of that, G. And you're only doing a little less better than a teacher. That don't make no sense. So, but then the other part about the record, when I was just sitting down, just trying to deal with that one aspect of it, it opened me up to just ask questions or shine a light on the rest of the things that I see. It was just me reporting news. It wasn't me trying to judge anything. It wasn't me saying it's right or wrong. A lot of that shit I do myself. Every day I get up and I make one bad decision at least every day of my life, without fail, as most people, right? So I'm not anybody to judge anything. I'm not sitting over here saying what nobody should do. This was just me saying that this is the way it is. And if anything that I said in this record offends you or bothers you, makes you feel some type of way, instead of you sitting back in your crib in your car being pissed off at the Wendy, it probably only offended you because you don't like that about yourself. So you could change that. You have the ability to stop that action just as much as I do. So it's until you decide that, then it's just going to be the same. And, it was just a glimpse into what I consider Black America. There's always going to be some better. There's always going to be a little bit worse. But at the same time, it was just me everything as a whole. And then when we made the video for it, I wanted it to, how can I say, like I wanted it to depict exactly that. Like there's people in there like Martin Luther King and Huey P. Newton. Some of our bright spots. President Obama's in there. No matter what you feel about Obama, that's growth. Not just for black America, but for America as a whole, from where we came from. Where everybody black was out in the fucking field, picking cotton, to now he's the head of state. He's running. That's growth. Down to, you know, the crack sales, the homeless, you know, just non-education, shit like that. It just shows both spectrum. It's not me saying black America's bad. It's just saying that this is what black America is. There's things that we should fix, and there's more things that we should embrace. We should put more of an emphasis on schooling. And if we do that, then black America has a bright future.
My teacher got no background. Look at what we teach our kids. Rims, jury, rims, jury, rims, rims.